Welcome to City Life. I'm Beverly Thompson. With thousands of people moving into our area each year and our roadways clogged with traffic more than ever, many of us are looking at other ways to get around Durham and the Triangle. Joining me to talk about why transit is such a hot topic right now and how our transit leaders are working to address this issue are Mike Charbonneau and Angel Gentry. Mike is the Director of Marketing and Communications for GoTriangle, and Angel is the Customer Service Manager at Durham Station. Welcome to our show, and thanks to you both for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
So, Mike, let's get started with you. Let's talk a little bit about transit and why this is such an important topic for us right now. Well, not just for Durham, but also the Triangle.
Right. This is such an exciting time for transit here. As you know, we live in one of the fastest growing regions in the country, and with that kind of rapid growth, we see more jobs, we see greater opportunities, but we also see more traffic on those already congested roadways out there. And so if we want to plan for the future, if we want to stay competitive and make sure we keep the quality of life, we have to be thinking about, planning for, and building for the future. We know that people want to live and businesses want to locate in areas where there is a strong transportation network, a public transportation network. You know, for some people, a good public transit system means a choice. It means you can not have to take your car, avoid the stress of driving in traffic, save some money, have a more productive commute. But for other people, it is their only link to get to school, to get to work, to get to the doctor's office. So a stronger regional transportation network means better access and more opportunities for everyone in our region.
So, Mike, one of the projects included in the Durham and Orange County transit plans, and it is really designed to prepare our region for continued growth, is a 17.7-mile light rail corridor. Remind our viewers of what this project is and where we are with it.
Sure. Well, as you might remember, back in 2011-12, the voters in Durham and Orange County approved an additional investment in transit through a half-cent sales tax that's designed to go into plans that will enhance and increase bus service in both counties and build additional transit projects, including that 17.7-mile light rail line. We're talking about 18 stations from UNC hospitals all the way to North Carolina Central University. It will better connect neighborhoods. We're looking at better access to schools. It will have direct connections to UNC, to Duke, to North Carolina Central University, and it will also better connect people to great medical centers, again, Duke, UNC, and also the Durham VA Hospital. There'll be some nearby connections to Durham Tech on the education side, and really it's going to be just an enhanced service for everybody who needs to get around that corridor.
Now, I know a lot of thought and planning has gone into this, and you've even had some public meetings to get a lot of public input now and a few years ago, I remember that. What are people telling you, and does the input differ from county to county?
Sure. Well, most recently, we just had this 21-day public comment period in April to try to get feedback on the updated transit plans. And we heard a little bit of everything. You know, we heard from a lot of people who are strong advocates and supporters of the transit plan and the light rail project who say, we need this for growth. We have to help reduce congestion. We have to give better access to our citizens and improve the affordable housing buildup and network out there. I think the most common thing we heard on the other side was concerns about and questions about cost. It's a very significant investment in this region, and you know, with a $2.47 billion price tag on designing and constructing this light rail project, yeah, and a lot of people have, and so that's a big number. So we've spent a lot of time trying to educate people that first, about half of that is going to come from the federal government. So it's going to be a more than $1 billion federal investment in this region, and about 10% from the state, and so the rest of it comes from a combination of local share, and Durham and Orange counties did a great job coming together to work out that cost-sharing agreement in a way that I think it makes sense for both counties. Not only helps them build that significant light rail project, but gives them the additional bus service and the other things that the citizens want in these two counties.
And I read too that there's a component for private fundraising.
That's right. So of the local share, the breakdown is about 81.5% comes from Durham County. That's where most of the light rail stations are. 16.5% in Orange County, and then an additional 2% that would come from donations of property or other donations raised in large part by a group called the Funding Community Collaborative. It's a group of business leaders, education leaders, healthcare leaders in this area who came together and said, this is an important project. We know that the finances changed when the state contribution changed by law. What can we do to help? How can we make this investment in our own community? they're very active partners and a very significant part of this project.
So it seems like we have a lot of momentum here. So what are the next steps?
We do. So Durham County was the first to unanimously approve the updated transit plans. So with approvals from Orange County, the local municipal planning organization, and the GoTriangle Board of Trustees, the entire application package will go on to the Federal Transit Administration, and then they will make the determination about moving the light rail project into what we call the final design or engineering phase, which would make the project eligible for that more than $1 billion federal investment. It's a great pivotal point, and I think everyone's looking forward to moving to the next steps.
Okay. So Angel, I know in addition to light rail, there's always a tried and true, the buses. Tell us a little bit about what's available today and how people use GoTriangle and GoDurham now.
Well, we've done a lot to improve our services over the last couple of years. Right now we have 3 frequent quarters that we service, and they leave in the morning from 6 a.m. till 7 p.m. every 15 minutes, leaving from downtown to Waylands Village, also from downtown to North Carolina Central and Martin Luther King Drive, and also to South Square. And we also included a route that connects the citizens of South Durham to Duke University and the VA Medical Center, alleviating the congestion in that area and also avoiding the high cost of parking in those areas.
I know we have a very robust system here. Do you ever get any kind of requests for additional routes or additional ways to connect people and institutions?
Yes, we do. We get a lot of those requests at meetings that we have every other month at Durham Station, and the public reaches out to us to request, more routes, better routes that will service the public.
That's awesome that you get that kind of input, I think, to enhance what we do for people. Angel, are there any special opportunities that you like to see people take advantage of when they're traveling in or around Durham?
Yes, Beverly. We would like to see them take advantage of the you would call it the underlying parking lots along the routes that are underutilized, and they can ride transit into the city. And there they can take advantage of the fare-free Bull City connector that runs every 17 minutes along Main Street, past restaurants, businesses, government offices, and social services. And it makes it easier for them to see downtown Durham and see the history and the artistry and take advantage of all that Durham has to offer downtown.
I'll bet you a lot of people never think about the fact that they can park and then just ride downtown and get to where they need to go. No, I never do, but that's a good thing I'm learning here today. So, Angel, for people who haven't tried transit, would you say that GoDurham is easy to use, and do you have any tips for new riders?
Yes, I think that GoDurham is very easy to use. Most of our routes start at Durham Station and end at Durham Station, and we're located at the campus American Tobacco, and we connect with different routes. We make it easy to connect with GoTriangle to get to RDU and Chapel Hill, and also passengers can connect with Megabus, Greyhound, and Amtrak.
Okay, all right. So I know a lot of people have concerns about public transit, such as their safety and things like that. How do you address those?
Well, safety is our #1 priority, and right now we're under the industry standard as far as preventable accidents. Last month we drove 260,000 miles with no preventable accidents. And as far as safety at Durham Station, we have a great relationship with the Durham Police Department and also with the Durham County Sheriff's Department. And we have uniformed officers patrolling the station from 6 a.m. until 12 a.m. And we also have officers that ride selected schedules to keep an eye out for any potential situations on the buses.
And what are the fares running now?
The fares are running, a day pass will run you somewhere at $2 for an all-day pass. Discount pass for seniors and discount availability is $1.
So Mike, tell us a little bit more about the Go Together campaign.
Sure, happy to. So the Go Together campaign, the idea was to help people understand what options are available by telling real rider and user stories. So we feature stories about people who are riding the bus or carpooling or riding their bike or walking to work or to school or to other places, rather than driving alone in a car, which is the common goal we have. We want to work together to get people out of driving that single car and figure out another way to get around. So we started with a young man named Justin Laidlaw, who's a businessman in downtown Durham, runs a clothing store and either takes the bus or rides his bike to work every day. And the more we share these stories, we think the more people will understand. They can see themselves in these stories, see how many different people, different types of people, all ages, all occupations are using the system, and also all the places that they can go. And so we want to continue to share those and encourage more and more people to take advantage and to know that there are a lot of resources, so that if somebody's never taken the bus before in their lives, if they've never thought about how they would ride their bike to work, they can reach out to GoTriangle GoDurham, and we have resources to help them plan those trips.
I know that in this campaign you feature something called the Transloc,
yes.
Okay, Transloc app. Tell me about that and how it works.
Sure, this is a great app. It was created and is run by a company, Transloc, who's recognized nationally for doing this, but they're located right here in Durham. And what they've done is they've created an app with GPS system that tracks buses in real time, not just the GoTriangle and GoDurham buses, but all the buses in the network, including the universities. Download the app, and then you can track your bus in real time. You can see when the next bus is coming to the stop. You can even set alerts so that it'll tell you when your bus is getting close, or when there's been a detour or a delay in a bus coming. And so, as Angel talked about, it's so important to make sure we're making the system easy to use and customer friendly.
Definitely.
And this is another great tool to do that. One of the very cool things that's happened in just the last year is Transloc worked with Uber and then partnered with GoTriangle to test pilot this new system, which helps us with what we call the first mile, last mile connection issue. So if you want to take the bus, but you live a little too far from a transit stop to walk there, or you're taking it on the other end and you need help getting from the transit stop to your final destination, if you've got the Transloc app and it's linked in with your Uber account, you can actually plan your bus route, sync it right up with Uber, and have that Uber driver come pick you up from the bus stop or take you to the bus stop to help with that trip.
How convenient.
It's very interesting.
Oh, that's neat. Anything else going on that our viewers need to hear about?
I think it's kind of understanding. We appreciate how involved everyone has been in these larger transit plans. We talk obviously a lot about Durham and Orange in this region, but Wake County last year passed a referendum as well. It's really significant to have 3 connected counties all pass referendums successfully. It's going to help us build this huge transportation network, interconnected, that's really going to provide greater opportunities for the whole region. I mean, we know that we talk about one county or one city, but we know there's no wall or line there. We cross in, people live one place and drive to another, and so having us all interconnected in a better way and continuing to look at new technologies, new ways to serve our customers, new ways to bring people into the system, we just continue to grow together as a region.
Great. What's the website that people can go to get more information?
Sure. So GoTriangle.org or GoDurham as well for specific information on buses. If you want to learn more about the Go Together campaign, we have a website, gotogethernc.com. You can go see some of these rider videos and learn more about that campaign. And we love to stay engaged with our customers through social media. We've got a very robust social media system. We get great feedback and stories. So at GoTriangle, at GoDurham, stay connected with us that way. Send us your pictures, your story ideas. We'd love to hear from you.
Wonderful, wonderful. What about light rail? Is there a specific website that people can go to find out more information?
Yes.
Or is it the same?
So we've had for many years the ourtransitfuture.com website. You can actually get there directly through the GoTriangle site now, and there's a lot of resources. If people want to read more about the detail plans that were just updated, that's in there. You can also see a new video that tells people exactly how the light rail is going to work, where it's going to go, and again, kind of as we've done with the Go Together videos, really features real people in our community telling us why they want to see this system and how they plan to use it.
Very cool. Thank you both for joining me. Really important information for our viewers.
Thank
You're
you. Thanks for
welcome.
having
Thank
us.
you.
Well, that does it for City Life. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and watch us on Durham Television Network and on YouTube. I'm Beverly Thompson. Thank you for joining me to learn more about City Life in Durham.